is Andy. I'm a 21-year-old man and I live in Madrid, Spain. I am 6 foot 1 inch tall and I love to play sports. I work in the court of Queen Isabel I. This is a picture of her. One day I had a great idea. I wanted to go find a new country, so I went to Queen Isabella. I asked the Queen to sponsor me and a few other people to go discover a new country in the Alps. Since Queen Isabella encouraged exploration, she sponsored me and a few other men. I chose my men very carefully. I chose an architect, a scientist, a painter, and a builder. I would be the lawyer who wrote down the laws for the new country. 5 other men and I headed north on foot with our camel, and if the society worked, we would pick up the woman later and come back to Spain. After several weeks of traveling, we found the perfect spot to live that was not taken. We decided to call the new country Andysville. The national sport we played there is ice hockey. Citizens had to learn to become good hockey players before they could rise to higher social status. Queen Isabella loved sports. She sent many citizens from Madrid and Spain to Andysville, including the woman who wanted to learn to play hockey. In the beginning, it was very hard to find food, probably because it was too cold for animals to live. They hunted rabbits in the woods and went fishing in the lakes, even though there were very little of them. In the spring, the men and I planted potatoes, carrots, and corn. They soon met people in the village right next to them, and we became friends. Trading their crops, we began trading our crops for cows so we could have beef and milk. I met a woman in the next village, and we fell in love. She returned to Andysville with me. My new girlfriend and I talked and talked. We had kids and expanded our population of Andysville. The flag of Andysville has 2 hockey sticks in the middle that cross each other, and there's a hockey net to the right of that. The reason why trees have white stuff on them is because of the snow. The reason for the mountains in the background is because Andysville is right next to the Alps. The climate in Andysville is very cold. It snows in Andysville about 9 months a year, which makes it ideal for ice hockey and snow skiing. Soon the citizens began to build churches and houses. The people in this country are monotheistic. They follow the beliefs of the Bible. The purpose of this religion is to please God. If you believe in God, you will go to heaven. If you don't believe God, you won't go to heaven. Christianity created itself over a 50-day time period after Jesus died. Christianity started after Jesus died. But belief of Christianity is that Jesus is God's son and came to save us from our sins. The difference between Christianity and the Jewish religion is that Jewish people don't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. Christianity is practiced a lot. If you are religious, you might go to church every Sunday. Also, Christians celebrate Christmas. Christmas is a holiday that represents the day that Jesus was born. Also, Easter, for example. This is a holiday when Jesus rose from the dead after one of his best friends, Judas, betrayed him. More and more people moved to Andysville, and they needed a government. Andy wrote the laws and became president for Andysville. He would serve for 10 years, and then there would be an election where everyone who was a citizen of Andysville could vote for the new president. The decade that Andy served as president would be called the Andicade. The decade where the president served would be called their first name with Cade after that. For example, if the next president would be Colin, the decade would be Colin Cade. Outsiders were welcome in Andysville, but they started out as peasants. They must become good hockey players before they could move up in the social status. The dream for Andysville is that we'll win every Olympics.